Hello my friends, welcome back to the ultimate challenge. It is Modlin, which is a small map. And from what I have read online, an easy map. An opportunity to repair some things. We've also received this armored train, which it costs only 2 slots, which is quite nice for something that has 3 range. But the main issue with it is that it does not have the artillery designators. So it's got suppressive fire, which is, you know, the worst part of being an artillery. But it doesn't have soft support or hard support or counter battery. It doesn't have any it doesn't have any of the traits. It doesn't have any of the traits that an artillery piece should have. So kind of not very useful, to be honest. I mean, most of the reason why you pay for artillery is those sweet, sweet support traits, which it hasn't got. So I don't know what to think of it. I mean, it's a cheap unit. 4 ammo, it's not horrendously bad, but no support traits. So I can't really see myself using it. Even in a situation where you have a railway line that goes literally right down the center of the map. Am I allowed to undeploy it? Yup. It didn't seem to cost me any slots though. Interesting. Right, before we get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just remove field repairs from this guy and put that in my reserve. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put field repairs on this and we'll have it repair. Now what I will do is I won't deploy this. This is a trick which I haven't actually used ever, because it's a very situational trick. If you have supply tiles, you actually don't have to deploy immediately. You can hold your units in reserve and deploy them when you need them. Now obviously this thing has only got 1 HP. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold it in reserve until the area is secure. And then I'll deploy it and just leave it there to heal itself. So I don't think I'm going to need everything. And then what I'm also going to do so what I was thinking of doing was putting double strike on this. Because what that would do is it would let me attack and also repair. You see, field repairs, it says that it restores a point of strength every turn the unit did not attack. But that's not actually true. How it really works is that it restores a point of health if your attack action is still present at the end of the turn. What this means is that field repairs on a tank or a unit with double strike can still trigger even if you have attacked. So if you overrun a load of enemies and you run out of ammo, you'll still have your attack action, so field repairs will work with a tank. And with double strike, of course, if you use one of your 2 strikes, the other one will cause a repair. The only issue here is that lethal attack is something that I want to keep on this. Field repairs is also something that I want to keep on this. The only thing that I could really remove is reduced slots, and that would be tricky. I guess I'll have to leave it as it is. I mean, it only needs 6 points of health. I'm sure we can get that back. Right. These guys have actually built up not an unreasonable amount of EXP here. So the whole point of this mission, according to the briefing, is to just take these, basically clear all of this, clear this part of the map, and then cut down here, and then cut down here. It looks to me like this is quite close to the center area, which is going to be full of enemies. So I can only presume that the idea is to go across, down, and then across this way, leaving a couple of units here. And then go down here and then across. Once again, it's another map where you'd almost wish for some paratroopers. I don't know if I should have... I don't know if I should bring some like more recon cars or whatever. I mean, the mission briefing is to encircle this, so it must be possible. But this part of the map looks like the easiest way to get over the river. Here, this crossing just looks a little bit too close to these fortification lines. Unless you bring along a bridge engineer. Specifically for like this tile. But this is all rough terrain as well, so that's gonna really slow you down. If you look at this side, these tiles here, this one, 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 all road. So you could get around. Maybe bringing along one bridge engineer would be a good idea to actually use for the purpose of bridge engineering. Unusual, I know. Right, so we're going to repair these. You know, once again, it's not really an issue of prestige, it's an issue of spares. That's some very expensive repairs, but anyway. Hopefully we can make some good money on this mission. Okay, let's shuffle that into reserve. I don't know how much Air Force the Polish have. But generally speaking, the Polish do not have very good tanks and they don't have very good aircraft, so I should be able to just ruin them in the air. Okay. Now the question is, where do we find 10 slots? This is a reduced deployment mission. So I still have some basic tanks in reserve that have some EXP. You know what we should do is to see if there's anything new first. There totally isn't. I get used to like not even bothering to look at what's new because they're just, generally speaking, there's never anything new. That's the thing about these campaigns going on for so long. The timeline is going quite slowly. Okay, let's put that to one side. Stick with these. Let's I can't believe how, look at Gallon gained 1,776 EXP in a single map. That's crazy. You know, later on, when the star limit increases to like 3.5, 4, he'll be able to train up units very quickly, and then you can cross-class them to other classes, and it would still be more efficient. Okay, let's cut one dive bomber. I've always got to keep 3 fighters because you never know when there's going to be trouble. I have a lot of ground units here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 ground units. There is a river here, but gonna need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gonna need like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're gonna need like 11 units to encircle that. I guess super upgraded infantry is not really required right now. We'll keep them super strong since they've got double attack. Genuinely not sure what to do here. Don't like running less fighters than 3. Obviously, this artillery, I need to repair it, so I'm bringing it along for that purpose. Okay, one thing I'm going to do temporarily actually is just unassign that. Let's get these upgraded. I have spare upgrades available, so I might as well. Two slots. These are not very good fighter planes, but are they these 3 slots now? Yeah. Interesting. Oh yeah, we got that hint earlier that we should always deploy a recon plane. I do actually have one. Okay, alright. Alright, I think that's everything that I want to do for now. Let's just having a look here. The Orst C is actually really good against infantry. Just as good as the old school infantry hose tank, but with all-round better stats. Well, not quite all-round better stats, but close enough. I think we've got that exchange 75% of your prestige for commendations thing coming up soon as well. Now that I'm looking at this and thinking about it. I can't buy them in a big stockpile because I haven't got the slots, and I really don't want to. Shuffle them back and forth. I definitely need to be careful with my prestige, that's for sure. I'm not quite sure which mission it is, but soon there'll be a mission where the usual swap commendations for some percentage of your prestige will come up. I think it might be the next mission, but I'm not 100% sure. It might be the one after that. Either way, there's no need to hold on to tons of prestige. And in the middle of battle, you can actually go into your reserves and sell things. So you can get the money back if you need to. Okay. I'm not really 100% happy with this lineup. I don't know if I'm... I don't know if I'm bringing too many aircraft. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I only got 12 ground units. Alright, let's let's bring less aircraft. I don't like being so poor in ground units. Okay, let's shuffle in. Let's shuffle in 2 recon cars and another tank. No, let's just shuffle in 3 recon cars. No, let's shuffle in 2 more recon cars and let's shuffle back in the light anti-aircraft gun. And another bridge engineer. Because they're just they're just useful for controlling space. Without the ability to split my units, I kind of need them to help me control space and tiles. If I'm going to do an encirclement here, I need them. Okay. Set these guys right on the front line. Engineers here so they can hit the city. Main aggressive units here. Because mission briefing mentioned some units that are going to be retreating here, so we will assist them with their retreat by killing them dead. Okay, so we won't deploy this artillery just yet. We'll hold it in reserve. Does this actually count as 2 slots? Oh, it does. Huh. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that train. I feel like it's a unit that would require a lot of heroes to make it decent. So it only costs 2 slots. That's the main advantage of it. There's very few artillery out there that only costs 2 slots. Probably get a better effect though by just using a pair of strat bombers. Without a forget it. without a hero to provide it with the artillery traits, it's not really useful. That's my opinion. I think I'd actually rather bring 2 strat bombers for a single slot each. Okay, one bridge engineer on this side, one bridge engineer on this side. We'll run them down the map. We'll hold this in reserve. All I got left. Some silly heroes. Nothing exciting. Okay, I'm happy with this. This is much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 ground units deployed plus the 15 centimeter. Once the area is secured, I'll deploy the 15 centimeter so it starts repairing. Maybe in the next part of the campaign I should not play with denied artillery. So I can actually shuffle in some great artillery and not have to worry about this problem. Wait a minute, is your... No. That was weird. It almost appeared like the truck was missing there. Okay, that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys on turn 1.